Hi everybody, this is Debbie from Deb's Thing, and I'm going to show you how to make my original design. It was referenced in the second part of my introduction to my original design collection as 6B. I've named it SNOODLE. Don't ask me why, I don't know. Anyways, colors I'm going to be using, and I should point out that I believe when I had it on the tube, lined up and presented it, it was facing this way. That is the reverse side. This is its natural, the way it wants to go, and is the true finish side. Either one looks nice. It is probably hard to see on camera. You'll notice when you get done, the colors are very delicate and intricately placed, or they look like they are. And this side is more makes like a band. The colors I'm using up the middle are the A bands. I'll be using yellow, neon orange, and pink. For the white, for color B, it'll be navy blue jelly. And color C, which is the black here, is going to be the ocean blue jelly. Now these two colors, I made a practice run of this already, and the ocean blue pretty much gets sucked in, I guess, I don't know, overpowered by the darker, more solid blue, navy blue, and the transparency of this kind of takes on the navy, so it's a very subtle difference. It's more of a shimmer, and I'm not sure the finished bracelet will show the appreciation, how it, especially with it being jelly too, it's going to shine in. It reminds me of the glisten of the ocean, so I really liked how those two colors turned out in that respect. If you want more of a sharp, poppy contrast, then definitely use colors that are, stand out against each other. You will be using 6 bars, arrows away from you. These two in the center are parallel to each other, and then the ones next to go up one step, and then the ones at the end go up one step further. Make sure this part is really well braced like I have it here, because those center bands get really tight and draw the loom in if you don't. This is how I have the braces set. You can figure out anyway. I mean, it's not super sturdy here because I don't have one straddling, but I didn't know another way to put all these 6 pieces together. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 6 brace pieces. So let's get going. Make sure you have your clip so that you put the bracelet together later on. You might want to have a little smooth crochet hook like this, or the tip of a narrow paintbrush or anything to help ease the bracelet off the loom later on. Our first band is going to be across here, which is going to be for our extension later on. Then we are going to place the same B color band on either side. Now we will place our first color A, make a square of it. Then we will place color C here and here, and then we'll do the same on the other side. Here and here. And then we'll come back with the blue, both blue, the navy, place it here and here. And do the same on the other side. that was our first setup. That was our setup, and that's, you know, its own special order. From now on, this will be the sequence up to the end, or almost up to the end. Take one of your A color bands. So that is step 1. Now you're going to take the navy, step 2, step 3, and then repeat step 2 and 3. Take the ocean blue, 4 and 5, 4 and 5. Now we will take the next band, the A, and this will be number 6, and you'll see why in a second. Then we will take the ocean, step 7, take the ocean, step 8, step 7, step 8, and then the final 2 are the navy blue, step 9 and step 10. Step 9 and step 10. Now I'm going to start again, but this time I'm using a yellow to keep my sequence of yellow, orange, and pink. So that's band 1. And then you're going to step 2 is a B but colored. Step 3, B. And we'll do step 2 and step 3. And then we'll switch to the other blue. Step 4. Woo! Got a flyer. So that was step 4 and 5. Step 4, 5. And then we are going to grab our A band. Step 6. Grab the C color. 7. C color again. 8. Seven and 8, and then take the dark blue, the navy blue, 9 and 10. 9 and 10. So repeat that sequence. I think I'm going to keep working with you. So now we are going to grab the pink. This is 1. And take the dark blue, 2 and 3. 2 and 3. 4. 5, 4, 5. Grab your next color for your A. This is 6. Grab the C colors for 7 and 8. 7, 8, and then your B colors for 9 and 10. 9 and 10. 9 and 10. I usually don't show you the whole thing, but I guess I'll just keep going since it does change at the very end. So we'll step 1, and so you'll do B2, B3, B2, B3, C4, C5, C4, C5, A6, C7, C8, C7, C8, B9, B10. And from this side, B9 and 10. And we start again. Let's see, I need an orange, which where the oranges go? I have to grab another orange. Is hiding. Okay, sorry about that, folks. Okay, so starting A1, B2, B3, B2, B3, C4, C5, C4, C5. I know, it's redundant, isn't it? And then, oops, ooh, what should have been yellow? Hold on. Okay, so we've got A1. And were we on A1? Or okay, whatever. I've lost track. Let me see. Yeah, A1, B2, B3, B2, B3, C4, C5, C4, C5, A6, C7, C8, C7, C8, B9, and B10, B9, and B10. Okay, now it gets a little different. Let me read my notes here. Okay, we'll place A1, B2, C3, and C4, C3, C4, and finally B5. Now you're going to cap these two posts right here with whatever color you're going to be using for your extension. I'll be using the dark navy blue. I wrap it around once, put it on one peg, hold it down, and use my hook to stretch it across. You can double with your fingers if you're strong enough and pull it across that way, or whatever way works best for you. And next we will be turning around and looping it back. Okay, we're ready to loop back. We will now turn the loom around so the arrows are facing towards us, or pointing towards us. We will start the looping process. I'm going to do like one sequence on this side and then one sequence on this side, because going back, forth, it'll take forever. So the first sequence to get it going is taking the B1, C2. Now C3 is a little different. Instead of going back to its home post, you are going straight up. That's C3. You reach down here, B4, B5, and then B6 goes straight up. Now we're going to do the same thing on this side. B1, C2, remember C3 goes straight up, and we just come back down here, B4, B5, and then B6 goes straight up. Okay, now we are going to get it to our sequence, and hopefully it's going to be the same each way. It's just that, like here you've got the C's, here you've got the B's, C's, and B's, but you're doing the same thing. Except for this A is going to be a little different since it's the first one. So you take that corner and bring it to the diagonal, and then you hold this down so it doesn't slip off. You pull it out, bring it over, and twist it so it makes this little X. This is the only one you're going to do like that, but it's to keep it equal on each side. Now that you have that, you are going to go C3, got the C, C4, C5, and C6, and we'll do the same thing on this side. I count this as 1 and then 2, so this is step 3. Oh no, please, it wasn't. Okay, that didn't break, so I'm just going to reach under and grab it so that it's going. Is that C3? It's a little hard because I'm not sitting down looking. I'm trying to guess. So let's C4, right? C4, C5, and C6. And I really shouldn't even have to put the C's and B's and A's in there. I'll show a couple more times just going by the numbers. So you're going to do 1, 2, we just bring this straight up now because see they're going to look the same. Go over here, 3, 4, reach in here and grab the one on top, 5, and bring the 6th one straight up, not back to its home post. Make sure you go down in the middle. And you've already done 2 over here, so we'll do 3, 4, 5. I think it's just easier than doing, you know, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. It's a lot more hand movement and it's not as efficient time-wise. So I'll show you that pattern one more time, which you will do, stop when you get like, I think when you bring this last one up right here, 6, stop at this band. Okay, I'll show you one more. 1, and I should have mentioned you really want to have strong bands here. Hopefully if you're using rainbow loom it shouldn't matter, because there's a lot of tension on that. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, and come on, 6, and then you're on this side repeating 3 through 6. Reach down, you grab that band, 3. Remember, it's always the band on top. For most, a few of my designs it doesn't work that way, but this one it does. 5, and then 6 goes to this post and not to its home post. So I said continue. As I said, continue all the way this sequence until this number 6 goes up here. This last one here goes up to this post, and then I will show you. I think that's where it gets a little bit different in the final sequence. Okay, I asked you to stop here, and I've made it up to that point, and I realize you probably could have done another section, but we'll just work together from here. You notice it is getting a little warped, but you should be okay. So now we are going to reach in and grab this one. 1 and 2, and 3, 4, 5, and we'll do 6 up here since there's no other place for it to go. And we'll do 1, 2, 3. On it. 3, 4, 5. Sorry about that. 6. I think you probably could have figured this out, but 1, 2, and so we're going to reach here, here, and then reach down and grab this one, bring it up, since that's all we have left to do. Oops. Hopefully stick your hook in the right way. Hate it when it gets all tangled in the bands. Okay. Okay, and the last thing, we are just going to crisscross this, and I wasn't quite sure about this, but this one is This one's going to be okay. It's not going to break loose or be some weird thing sticking out. Grab as many bands as you think you need for your extension. I use a total of 10. On a rare occasion 12 if it's a really tight weave. This one fits nicely, and it has, well, it only has a total of 1, 2, 3. I think that one only has 8, so 10 should be fine. Now we are going to reach inside here. Remember this little band right here? That's our extension. You'll pull it up like this and just stick your finger in it to keep it from slipping back through. Reach the other band, other half of that band. Place both ends on the hook. Now you're going to turn your hook so it's facing down. Grab a band and gently weave it through, pull it through those 2 loops. Turn your hook upside up, place your band on, and keep repeating. If you keep the slackness on those loops that you're pulling through, it makes it much easier. And you can use your, as you saw me use my finger, 1, 2, 3, 4, to help pull it over if it doesn't want to go through. Get this twisted. Let's try this again. There we go. Okay. Now in order to prevent all the work I just did from unwittingly becoming unraveled because it slipped off my hook, I stick my fingers to make it taut and I pop the clip on. It goes really easy. Now we're going to take the bracelet off the loom and finish the other half of the extension. Now you can use your fingers when it's easy like that. This is definitely a band you don't want to just pull off from the top down. These are really tight. Whatever way is easiest for you. When it gets a little tighter, I've got a condition right now that makes my fingers hurt, so popping them off, even when it's not that hard. And I'm sure they're you with arthritis. And, this probably keeps your hands busy, but we all have our limits, right? So now, where it gets tighter, I'm going to just reach in. Gently work it off the loom. And then usually the last one, especially once you take the top off, it usually, just like that, pops off. And I just think this is so pretty. Here's it on the side it wants to curl on. I don't know if you can see the subtle difference. It really looks pretty looking at it. And then if you wanted to place it this way, it kind of makes a concave. So this is like a little valley here, and these are up higher. So either way, it's real pretty. This is what you get when I had you bring that number 6 up instead of back to its post. It gives this nice little scalloped edge. I mean, it would just kind of look a little bit tighter like that. It wouldn't have this little scalloped edge if we brought it back to the original post. So here's your cap is one of your extensions. So I'm going to place 4 more here. Your arrows are pointing towards you. This is the easiest way to do this. And then right here on this last post is where you take your cap and stretch it over. And if you need to, stretch the other half of it over to the next post so that you have easy access to your bands. And quickly loop them up. And I just hold my finger on this and pull those off. It's really easy. I find my clip with the opening pointed up. I stretch these bands out, this band out here, so that the clip goes on very easily. And there you have Snoodle. If you like this design, please feel free to like it and share the video with your friends. And if you want to see more of my original designs, be sure to subscribe to Deb's Thing. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.